Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, the Switch 2 has just released, so it's quite fitting that we have a futuristic Pokemon in Porygon2 as the mass outbreak. We're a day late, but it is here from June the 5th until the 15th. So you've got plenty of days to do this. From the time this releases, you will have around 9 days to get as many shinies as you want. And the good thing is you're skipping an evolution. And that's important because you need to trade in order to evolve Porygon and Porygon2. So it just means one less trade, less messing around. So if you didn't get Shiny Porygon, then this is a great opportunity to get Shiny Porygon2. And as you can see right there, they are more likely to appear in special outbreaks, the shiny versions. So even better, and it's going to be across Paldea, Kitakami, and the Terrarium. And can we just take a minute to appreciate how nice this looks? I don't know if it's gonna show just how nice it looks from where I can see it, but it looks so nice in person. It's kind of crazy, the difference, and it just feels so much smoother. And as you can see, there's so many more Pokemon that appear on the screen. When I heard there was going to be more Pokemon that was going to be available on the screen, I was like, yeah, a few more, but it's kind of crazy. But anyway, getting into the actual video itself, it's going to be, let me just take that waypoint off. So you just want to connect to the internet so it updates, and then you will find your Porygon2 mass outbreak in whichever region you want. I'm just showing you that it is in all three. So here we go, and we are around here. But I'd pick Kitakami this time. So what you want to do when you get here is you want to use your Pokemon to take out around 60 to 70 of them until you get a certain message. Now there will be 3 messages that you are looking out for. One when you get to around 20 to 30, one when you get around 40 to 50, and then one when you get around 60 to 70. So we will be back when we get the first message, the second message, and the third message. I have picked a terrible spot to do it here, so maybe pick a better spot than I have in the middle of all these trees where a lot of them are hiding behind them. So maybe don't do it here. But I made the mistake, so you don't have to. Okay, the number of Porygon2 in the outbreak is starting to go down. That's the first message you're looking out for. They'll always appear in the top right, next to Breloom defeated Porygon2 or whatever Pokemon you are using. Okay, second message. The number of Porygon2 in the outbreak is definitely getting lower. So now we just need to wait for the third message, and then we can start properly farming them. Also, I wouldn't recommend doing it on a hill either, just because sometimes they can levitate quite high. What's he doing? Oh, Apple. Okay, yeah, sometimes they can levitate quite high, and your Pokemon, if it's a ground Pokemon, can be out of range, so just be careful of that. Okay, there are not many Porygon2 left in the original outbreak, so now the fun can begin. Okay, so what you want to do in this point is you just want to save the game. That way, if you are using the Herba Mystica Shiny Sandwich to increase your chances even more, then you can just come back to this point if you don't get what you're looking for, if you're trying to farm for a certain title. That way, you're only using a maximum of 2 Herba Mystica for whatever you're farming. You don't have to use Herba Mystica, it's easy enough without it, but you can do if you're hunting a certain title, or you just want to get it done quicker, or you're catching them in bulk. Okay, so we're going to make a sandwich. We're going to go on to creative mode, and then we're going to scroll down until we get to rice. There we go. Now we're moving on to the Herba Mystica, because that's all you really need. And we're going to be using a salty and a salty. You can use a salty and a salty, a spicy and a salty, and a salty and a sour. Actually, we'll use a spicy and a salty because... Actually, we'll use a spicy and a salty. That way, because we do have a lot of spicy, so might as well. So when you get into the sandwich, you want to make sure that everything goes off the sandwich. You don't want anything on it. So you can just move your cursor up here and click A few times until the sandwich finishes. Okay, as you can see there, we get our Sparkling Power Normal Level 3. Encounter Power Normal Level 3 can help to just reduce other spawns, but it's not really going to do too much for us just because we're in a mass outbreak. There's going to be loads of Paragons anyway, and Title Power will, of course, get you increased chance of getting cool titles. But if you do want a big or small Pokemon, then I would suggest using a sandwich recipe with that Humongo power, whatever it's called, or Teensy power. If you do want all the recipes for each type, they are pinned in the help section in the Discord. That'll be down in the description. And now the hunt begins. So like I said, we're in a terrible location here. I'm not only on a hill, I'm covered in trees that hide Pokemon, and there's a ledge here. So I might have actually picked the worst possible location to do this, so maybe don't do it here. But now we're just going to be looking for a Shiny Porygon2. We'll be right back when we have it, so you can see what it looks like in the game. Okay, so it was hiding behind a tree, but we got one. It's going to be blue and purple. If you want, you can save the game again. I'm not going to, but you can do. And what you want to do is make sure you have a catching Pokemon. So for me, it's going to be Breloom. I use Silk Scarf to increase the power of False Swipe. And then the moves I have, False Swipe and Spore, are the only important ones. And then Technician to power up False Swipe. Copy it if you want, it's up to you. And then we're just going to hold the left trigger and boom. Oh wait, no. I clicked the wrong button. It's the hold the left trigger and then press the right trigger. And Shine. Download, raised its special attack. We're just going to use a cheeky False Swipe. Then we're going to get a little Spore off. The original reason I actually did it here, even though it was a terrible idea, was because I normally lag here. Like, on the old version, so the old Switch and the old version of the game, I used to lag here. So I wanted to actually see whether I'd still lag while shiny hunting here. Objectively, I probably should have picked a different location. But either way, we got our shiny and we're going to catch it in a Premier Ball. Boom. There we go. I'm going to do a test. You ready? Right in the middle of Cass Royal Lake, the lag haven. If only it was raining for the real test. Oh yeah, I have a Porygon2. Does it have a mark? It does not. That's unfortunate. Damn, look at this lake. Looking cold. Of course it's cold, it's a lake, but you know, you get it. No Pokemon will be out sneak up to us now with the amount, with how far we can see. Wow, there's so many Pokemon on screen. This is beautiful. Not a centimeter of lag or frame drop or anything. It's beautiful. I never knew there was a cave there. But yeah, hope you get nah, the chase off. Get away from me. Hope you find all the shiny Porygon2 you can get your hands on. Let me know the coolest ones you've got so far, like as far as marks go. These are relentless. Get me back on land. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.